Jamie Bartlett, The People vs. Tech, How the Internet is Killing Democracy, and How We Save It. In today's technology-driven world, democracy faces numerous challenges. The People vs. Tech, How the Internet is Killing Democracy, and How We Save It, by Jamie Bartlett explores the threats that modern technology poses to the foundational pillars of democracy: active citizenship, shared democratic culture, equality, free association, free elections, and government authority. As we delve into an age of political tribalism, big data, artificial intelligence, and growing social inequality, this book seeks to understand the dire consequences we may face if these trends continue unchecked and offers suggestions on how we can update and adapt democracy to survive and thrive in the digital age.
The 6 Pillars of Democracy. Democracy requires active participation and a shared culture of rational debate and compromise. It also demands equality, free association, free elections, and governmental authority. However, modern technology poses a potential threat to these pillars. In this book, the author examines how technology can undermine democracy and offers solutions to prevent its collapse. The erosion of active citizenship. Technology, personalization, data collection, and AI are significant threats to active citizenship. Social media, particularly, weakens political maturity, independence, and free thinking by encouraging self-censorship. We may witness a future dictated by AI's influence on decision-making, posing an existential threat to active citizenship. Active citizenship is necessary for democracy, but the increasing influence of technology, personalization, data collection, and artificial intelligence poses a significant challenge to it. This summary explains how technology weakens the attributes vital to active citizenship, such as political maturity, independence, and free thinking. Social media platforms like Twitter, which exposes people to constant public scrutiny, encourages self-censorship, making citizens hesitant to express opinions that may be controversial. Furthermore, the data collection techniques and processing algorithms of big data enable precisely targeted personalized ad campaigns. As a result, people will be manipulated into voting for specific candidates and making political decisions based on their interests, moods, and preferences. Artificial intelligence, in the near future, may pose an even more significant challenge to active citizenship as it enhances decision-making processes. This outcome will lead to the adoption of decisions made by AI, decreasing human cognitive involvement in the process. We need to pay attention to the erosive effects of technology, data collection, personalization, and AI on active citizenship. The more advanced technology becomes, the more critical it is to retain our political independence and free thinking to preserve democracy's core principles. The rise of political tribes. The Internet has enabled the formation of political tribes by allowing people with specific grievances to cluster into smaller groups. Technology then reinforces these tribes by offering like-minded sources of information through algorithmic curation, making people more entrenched in their beliefs and less likely to communicate and cooperate, leading to political deadlock. The rise of political tribes has made people view others not in their tribe as enemies, seeking leaders who can protect them from supposed foes. The influence of big data on free and fair elections. In today's world, political parties are gaining an unprecedented ability to influence voters' decision-making processes through big data. By collecting and analyzing data from people's shopping habits, web browsing histories, and voting records, they target and communicate with sympathetic voters with increasing accuracy. For example, the political consulting firm Cambridge Analytica helped the Trump campaign identify 13.5 million persuadable voters by analyzing their preference for US-made automobiles. With big data becoming gargantuan data, parties will need to outdo their rivals in leveraging big data, setting the stage for an ever-escalating technological arms race. The ability to collect data from new sources such as networked refrigerators only adds to the problem. This raises concerns about the freedom and fairness of elections where voters must be able to make up their minds without any undue influence. The Barbell-like future economy. The rise of AI may result in the elimination of routine jobs, leaving only non-routine jobs. This shift will create a barbell-like economy with high-paying non-routine jobs and low-paying non-routine jobs. The resulting inequality will deepen social divisions, and democracy will suffer as it tears the middle class apart. The power of tech monopolies. The rise of AI-powered technology is contributing to the rise of tech monopolies, accumulating wealth and influence. Companies like Uber, Airbnb, and Google have been able to grow exponentially due to the network effect and low-cost scale-up. These monopolies are not new, but they have an unprecedented amount of power. They are using their influence to buy political power and affect public opinion. Tech companies' ability to influence public debate and opinion is rooted in their power to own digital platforms on which political parties depend on to reach their potential voters. The future impact of tech monopolies remains unknown, but it would be consequential to recognize the gravity of tech companies owning an unprecedented amount of power to manipulate public opinion and political decisions. Crypto-Anarchy, the rise of a threatening movement. Democracy is often associated with freedom, but it also relies on state coercion to enforce laws. The rise of crypto-anarchy, a movement that seeks to undermine government authority through encryption, poses a threat to this coercive power. Examples include Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency that challenges government control over money and taxes, and blockchain technology, which creates a tamper-proof database impervious to government surveillance. The proliferation of blockchain-based marketplaces and social media platforms will allow illegal products and hate speech to flow freely, while the government becomes increasingly toothless in its ability to enforce laws. Future scenarios. The book explores two possible grim futures for humanity. The worst-case scenario is a dystopian world ruled by a tiny group of elites, while the more likely one is a techno-authoritarian society with increasing inequality, citizen disengagement, tribalism, and crypto-anarchy. The lack of government services and growing societal problems lead to citizens' distrust of the government, creating a downward spiral, while the tech haves and have-nots increasing divide leads to the possibility of a techno-authoritarian rising to power, enabled by a belief in technological solutions to societal problems. Updating democracy for the future. The book argues that democracy must be updated to keep up with substantial technological changes. To combat its downfall, the government needs to reassert their authority over the tech industry and support citizens in developing critical thinking and digital literacy skills. To combat inequality, the government can enforce minimum wage laws and invest in emerging industries while finding innovative tax revenue sources. Democracies must reassert power over technology to ensure it empowers and enriches citizens.
As technology continues to evolve rapidly, it places immense pressure on the core tenets of democracy. Bartlett's The People versus Tech warns of the grim scenarios that might unfold if we do not address the challenges posed by big data, AI, crypto-anarchy, and growing social divides. To ensure the survival of democracy, it is essential to update our systems to tackle these challenges head-on. By reasserting government authority over tech industries, implementing innovative educational strategies, and exploring new sources of tax revenue, democracies can regain their footing and reclaim their power in the face of technological change. Ultimately, it is up to the people and governments to adapt and protect the democratic values that make our societies robust and thriving.